Ladies and gentlemen, today's a very important day for the stock market. We have a lot of earnings. We had UPS and Exxon this morning, and later today, it's going to get exciting. We have Google, we have Starbucks, AMD, and we have PayPal. So in this video, we got to break down those stocks, the markets, what the heck's going on so far today. It's currently 9:45 a.m. on the East Coast, and we'll talk a little bit about what I'm looking to do. So if you all find value, hit the like button, subscribe, and yes, subscribe. I am going to upload this Patreon exclusive video onto YouTube today. So you're watching this. If you're watching this on YouTube, what's up? This is what we do every morning on Patreon. Join that down below if you guys are interested. Today's the best day to join, the first of the month. And you guys could also get your 5 stocks from Moomoo. All of that is linked down below. And enough with all that, guys. Enough with all that. Let's talk about some stocks now and what's going on. So it's 9:45 a.m. on the East Coast. Like I said, we're selling off a good chunk right now. The market's opened up, and we ended up dumping right at open. We have Triple Q down about 0.5% right now. The Russell's down 0.4%. We have the S&P down 0.2% as the Dow is pretty much at break even. So we are looking like, the markets are looking like they're giving in to this two-day rally. I mean, they're not giving in. What am I trying to say here? They're starting to give back some of the gains. That's what I'm trying to say, because if you guys remember yesterday, we had a 3% day. The day before that, we also had a 3% day. So 6% in just 2 days when it comes to Triple Q. We're going to see a pullback. And that's probably, I mean, obviously, what we're seeing right now, as it is down about 0.6%. So this might come down a bit more, maybe 355, 357. That's where I'd be looking for potentially maybe buyers stepping in on Triple Q. And when it comes to SPY, let's pop up good old SPY, guys. This is actually not as down as Triple Q. It's down 0.2%. And as long as this is above 440, which it's well above 440 at this point, and 447, which now it's above 447, we consolidated there all after hours yesterday and today so far, pre-market and at market open. You guys can see it here on the intraday chart. So as long as we're above 440 and 447, 448, which we are right now, this is in bullish territory. But the second, and I mean the second, guys, it gets back under 448, 447, which it could, it very well could this week, definitely possible. If it gets under there, we might be filling the gap down to 440 to 441 again. So keep that in mind. And looking at my watch list here, and again, we have Google this morning, or after market hours, a lot of these stocks are in the red, especially big tech. We have, let's see here, Tesla's down 2.6%. That's the most red out of the bunch. Where the heck's Apple? There it is, down 1.1%. We have Amazon. Let's see what Amazon's doing. This one's probably down as well. Yeah, Amazon's down about 0.4%. Is Facebook down? No, Facebook's up today. Microsoft, what's Microsoft doing? Let's see here, guys. Microsoft is, where are you, Microsoft? Dang it, let me just pull it up here. I can't see it. Microsoft's down 1.3%. So a lot of these big tech names are taking a hit in real time right now when I'm filming this, and that's dragging down the markets. The NASDAQ 100 more so than the other indexes, hence why it's down the most, followed by probably the Russell. Yeah, Russell, which is small caps. Then we have the S&P down about almost 0.3% right now. So let's take a look at some earnings quickly, guys. I think we had UPS. Holy crap, look at that. UPS is up 12.6% right now. That is insane. Now it's trading at a multi-month high. This might be a year high. Let me see the year chart. Yeah, that's nuts, guys. UPS, just like that, is at a year high. Holy crap. That is, I was not expecting that. Let's see, is that an all-time high? Yeah, it is, yeah. Look at that, guys. UPS all-time high today. It's currently up 13% on the day. Let's see what they did for earnings. Let's see here. $3.59 EPS versus $3.10 estimated. So they demolished the EPS estimate. And they crushed sales, $27.8 billion versus $27.06 billion estimated. So nice double beat for UPS. And I think FedEx had good earnings a couple weeks ago too. So these companies, at least in the short term, are doing well with earnings. They're outperforming the estimate, which is great. And it seems like they raised their quarterly dividend from $1.02 to $1.52. Jeez, that is what is that, 50% increase? So they just increased their dividend by 50%, which is unbelievable. And let's see here. They see full year 22 sales of $102 billion versus $100 billion estimated, so they're guiding up sales. They're upping their dividend by a ridiculous amount. They beat EPS and revenue for the previous quarter. That's a recipe for, at the end of the day, higher prices in the short term. I mean, is this rally going to last long term? Nobody really knows, but in the short term, this is very exciting for investors and traders, which I'm not in UPS either as a trade or as an investment, but if I was in it, I'd be excited about that dividend raise, the guidance. That's great. Double beat. This looks good. But in the short term, if I'm not in it, if I wasn't in it, which I'm not in it, like I said, I wouldn't rush into this, FOMO into this. I'd give it a couple of days, preferably a week, maybe 2 weeks for it to cool off, and we'll see what it does from there, because more likely than not, this is probably going to cool off a bit, maybe $10, $20, maybe more, maybe less. I don't know, but I'd be a bit careful. So keep your eyes on UPS. UPS is the ticker, and it happens to be the, it's called United Parcel Service, but most people just call it UPS. Exxon Mobil, they're also, did they report today? Let me see. Did they change it? No, they did. They reported today. Their stock's up 3%, which means XLE has got to be up. Yeah, XLE's up about 1%, which I am happy about. I am long XLE. Full disclosure, guys. Exxon Mobil, this one just hit a high on the 4-hour chart. It probably hit a high on the yearly. Yup, it hit a high on the yearly chart. And maybe even, nope, not on the 3-year chart, but it's about $5 away now from its 3-year high. So let's see what ExxonMobil did. Let me pull up the live news tab. Let's go down here a bit. $2. What was it here? Is that even it? Let me see here, guys. They did $2.08 EPS versus $1.89 estimated, so they beat EPS, but they missed revenue by about, that's a $7 billion miss. $84.97 billion misses the estimate of 91.28, so that missed by a long shot. But I think CVX might have missed revenue as well. Let me double check that. And these stocks are still going up regardless. CVX beat revenue. They actually beat revenue, but they missed EPS. So these energy companies, they've been missing EPS revenue, at least the couple that I've been looking at. But with the whole situation around oil, inflation, geopolitics, I mean, this is still going up. Oil's still going up. These stocks are still going up regardless of these misses, which is pretty crazy. I mean, that shows the strength of these oil stocks right now. I mean, no one's trying to sell these yet. It's just the reality of the matter. So I'm watching Exxon for the strength. We're obviously watching Google, which is currently up about 0.7% on the day, despite the NASDAQ 100 being down 0.5. That is because they have earnings after market hours. And right now, Google, I'll be honest with you guys, it's pretty overbought on the 4-hour. The RSI is at about a 65. That's more overbought than oversold. We did break the 50 SMA, which is great, which is a resistance, but we're still under the main 180 here on the 4-hour, which is at about $2,800. So I think there is going to be some sort of resistance here, but with earnings after hours, it's too hard to say. I mean, Google could easily report stellar numbers, and the stock could rip regardless of what the technicals are telling me right now. So that is why you just got to be careful, and you got to watch it, because it really could do anything with earnings. If it wasn't earnings, I'd be more inclined to think a sell-off is right around the corner, but since it's earnings, it's too unpredictable. So for that reason, I'm on the sidelines as a trade right now for Google. And Starbucks also reports. They report after market hours today. This stock is one that I used to own. All you guys in my Patreon know that. This is one that I owned probably like a year ago. It's been a while since I sold out of it. Well, it's been a good almost 6-7 months since I sold out of it. I bought it at about 70, 75. That was my basis, at least, right? My average. And then I ended up selling it in the 110s, maybe 115 level, roughly. And I've been looking for re-entry since. And quite honestly, Starbucks is getting to a decent valuation, but quite honestly, it's still a little bit frothy. If it came back to where I originally had it, 70, 75, maybe even 80, heck, 80, guys, I'd buy it at 80, 85. I'm definitely going to be buying it at those levels. But at this point, it's just a watch for me. I'm keeping it on the watch list, the good old watch list. Because they report earnings after hours, we got to be keeping our eyes peeled on it, at least if we want to maybe get a play in there in Starbucks. So keep your eyes on AMD as well. Advanced Micro Devices. This one reports after hours like all the other ones that we talked about, except for UPS and Exxon, which reported this morning. We have AMD after hours, and we are seeing resistance at this 50 moving average, which you guys can see on this 4-hour chart. That's been resistance during the past roughly month, during the sell-off that we've seen in January. So, and now it's February, guys, by the way. Happy February 1st. Hope you guys had as good of a January as you could have in the stock market, right? I mean, it was a bloody month out there. But look, AMD, we're seeing resistance. Maybe keep an eye on that. If we do break out, there could be a move towards the 180 SMA, maybe 125, 130. Keep that in mind. But like I said, with Google, same thing applies with AMD. Earnings coming up, this thing could really rip in either direction. It's very possible. I've seen it happen before. So last one here is PayPal, ticker symbol PYPL, and just like Google and AMD, this one could also rip, and it's also by a major resistance, which makes me a little bit nervous. If you guys take a look here on the 4-hour, this has clearly been downtrending since July, which is nuts. I mean, this has been in a clear downtrend since July, August, lower lows, lower highs, under the moving averages, death cross, the whole 9 yards. This thing has been getting destroyed. And it's right now, I mean, it's rallied a little bit recently from 152 to about 172, so it's up $20 in the past week, or about 12%. Right now, it's right by the main moving average again, which has been resistance. So I'd be a bit careful here. This is overbought as well. If earnings are really great, a home run, maybe they break out. But a lot of that could already be priced in. A decent report could already be priced in since it's ran up $20 in the past couple of days. So I'd be careful. So overall, guys, that's it. The moral of this video is I'm on the sidelines for a lot of these companies. I do have some cash. I do have some positions. SQQQ, I'm in that. That's probably up right now on the day, but overall I am down on SQQQ. I might have to cut that. We'll see how it plays out. I'm also in just a bunch of more value plays. I'm in some growth. I'm in some value. So at this point, I'm kind of balanced, I would say. And I'm just really waiting to see what Google does. I think that's what is going to cause, or not cause anything crazy, but it's going to dictate where we move in the short term. If Google dumps, it's going to send the other mega caps down in the short term. We might be seeing some red in the streets, guys. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to hit the like button. And if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe and check out my Patreon. If you guys want all my buys, sells, call outs, Discord access, morning update videos like these, I post these every day on Patreon. Check it out, link down below, or you guys can go to StockSurfS.com/Patreon. Today's the best day to join to check it out because it's the first of the month, so you get the whole month, and if you like it, you could keep the membership. If you want to cancel it, you can cancel it. Check it out down below. Make sure to also get your 5 stocks from Moomoo. Use that link, deposit 100. You could get up to 5 stocks, each of which could be valued up to $3,500. So enough. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. As always, keep crushing the market. Stay safe out there, guys. Peace out.